top 6 end of the month tasks you need to be doing for success. So it's June 30th. That is what today is. Tomorrow is the 1st. If you guys have not already reviewed how you've performed this month and already setting a game plan for the month of July, you're way behind, and you need to be doing that today, tonight, before the evening is over. And this is going to help set you up for success in the months to come. If you don't know your numbers, you're not going to be able to grow your numbers. So first step number 1 is following up. If you put out a program, if you have some clients, if you have some leads that you have generated and they did not join your program yet, but they are still on your list, go ahead and follow up with every single one of them. If you can today, send out an email, create some kind of post or content, get in your DMs and follow up. What I like to say to all of our members who are in the program is, unless somebody's like blocks you or says, please stop contacting me, you need to keep following up. I can't tell you how many times when I was a trainer that I followed up with people so many times that maybe 3, 4, 6 months down the line, they're like, I'm so happy you kept following up. I know I didn't respond all the time, but now I'm ready. And that's because you keep following up. If someone says they're ready right then and there that day, don't let them leave your site. Don't let them go. Go ahead and get them to join, put down some kind of payment or something today. So number 1 you need to be doing at the end of every month is following up. And give yourself some time. If you have a team, have your team follow up, but some of you guys, if you're just starting out, that's okay. But you want to follow with anyone who is on your list of a potential client. Number 2, I'm going to go to my notes so I don't go off task. Number 2, you want to review your current sales and next month's goals. So just say hypothetically, this month you only did $2,000 in sales, but you had a goal to achieve $5,000 in sales. Go through your daily actions, your daily habits. What could you have done differently that could have actually increased your numbers? Maybe you didn't show up online as often. Maybe you haven't been in your stories. Maybe you haven't been posting content. If you don't have a content strategy, we're going to talk about that too. How well is your follow-up? Maybe you need to revamp and update your landing page. Is it conversion friendly? Is there too much on there? What is your messaging like? You want to ask yourself these things to understand, okay, what could you have done differently to hit those goals? And if you do have a certain goal, know your close ratio. So if you know that if you talk to 5 clients, you always close 2, and you have a goal to maybe hit 6 clients a week, then you need to triple that 5. You need to reach out to at least 15 people in a week. And not just 15 people, maybe actually make that 30. Have 30 conversations, get maybe 15 calls booked, and then out of those 15, you know that you'll close at least 6, if that's your closing ratio. So think about your numbers. How many conversations are you having every single day, every single week? And you want to track that. So that way you can go back and follow up with anyone who might have not joined or might have not responded. So know your current sales and have your goals set for the next month and a strategy of how you're going to achieve them. And you should also know your financial statements, your revenue and your expenses. How much is going out? What is your net? And also, if you're looking at your expenses, some of the things that you have been putting your money out toward, do you really need to be spending that money on that system? Maybe you can combine your systems into one CRM that does everything. That is definitely what we recommend to some of our members who come in and they're all over the place. We have one CRM that we recommend, which is Go, and you can do email, you can do text message, you can do your landing page, you can do your Google business reviews. You can just do so much. You can track your sales, you can have a team, all within this one platform. If that's a platform that you want to learn a little bit more about, just let us know in the comments below. But this won't be live staying on Instagram. This is going to be on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure to do so. Number 3, the next month strategy, and again, how to achieve them. So if you have a 5K goal, right? And you know your conversion ratio when it comes to sales and closing, you want to already map out, okay, first week of July, I need to contact at least 30 potential clients. And how I'm going to do that, I'm going to create 3 reels. Next week, I'm going to do maybe 1 carousel and go live 1 time. And each of those content pieces is going to be very specific to speaking to my audience and their pain point. I'm going to talk exactly to then. And Body by Brina, I will make sure to DM you the link to the app. And if you're interested, we can also give you our discount for the CRM. So please also shoot us a DM after this that you're interested in that app. So now you have your strategy for the first week. You're going to do 3 reels. You're going to do a carousel, and you're going to go live. If you're not going live already, y'all, you need to be going live. This is a great way to have connection with your audience, answer questions, and build rapport, but also share a story, share a win, and then give an offer at the end. This is just another form. If you're not utilizing all the pieces of content that Instagram allows you to do, make sure to do that. So you want to create your next month strategy today, okay? Today, if you haven't done so already, you want to make sure to do that tonight. So number 1, you want to follow up. Number 2, review your current sales and set the goals for next month. Know your financial statements, revenue coming in, going out, and then strategy of how to achieve them next month. 4, celebrate your wins, y'all. Even if it's just one. If you just got one client this month, if you finished your landing page, if you posted, if you went live, if you finally created some reels and posted them, that's a win. If you did something that was outside your comfort zone that you never used to do before, but you're doing it now, go ahead and celebrate those little wins. Have a glass of wine if you drink. You don't have to, just celebrate. Just give yourself a pat on the back and don't stress so much about the end goal. If you're not at that 5K, 10K, 15, 20K month yet, celebrate and enjoy the journey along the way. So celebrate your wins at the end of the month if you don't do so already. Number 5, this is one I was talking about earlier. You need to map out and schedule the next month's calendar of content. I personally use Trello. I literally will map out first on a piece of paper and on a calendar, you take one piece of content, which actually I'll share this in a reel, like how you can turn one idea into like 15 pieces of content and how to do that. So that's going to be separate. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but you want to map out your content strategy. What days will you shoot? What days will you batch? What days will you go live? If you aren't batching content, I highly recommend it. It works for me. I know Chris, my sis, she just does it on the fly. Like she has an idea and she'll do it right there. For me, Fridays are my content day. So Thursdays, I'll write everything out of what I want to create. And then Fridays I shoot. And ideally I will shoot at least 2 to 3 weeks of content in advance. So it's ready, it's batched, it's in a folder, it's in a file. I don't also necessarily upload it into Instagram because Instagram can sometimes just lose all your content. And then you're like, if you didn't save it somewhere, it's gone. So I highly recommend doing it outside of the app. But map out your content strategy. And you can use the one I just shared. If you're not using reels, maybe 3 reels, 1 carousel, and 1 live. And maybe that's just 5 pieces of content a week. If that's too much, do at least 2 reels, 1 live, and a lifestyle or a carousel. But you want to map out what that looks like. And if you don't know what content to create, get in your stories. Ask your audience, what do they want to see? What are their biggest struggle points? What are the goals? And when you ask them, do some polls. They're going to let you know what they love, what they want to see more of, what they don't like. And that's going to help let you know what kind of content to share, and get specific in your content. Make sure there's a hook on your reel. Make sure there's some kind of verbiage so they can actually understand how this is going to help serve me. Don't just post workouts, y'all. I know, okay, cool. I see you're doing a lunge. I see you're doing a deadlift. How is that helping me? It doesn't. You want to think about, how is this content piece going to help your audience member, okay? And then number 6, if you have a team, you want to review your team's performance. For example, we have a team, so we'll review their performance and then go over strategies of how to improve and create more growth in the future with our team. So we'll have our team meeting next week, but we're going to be mapping that out today. Hey, Latoya, what's up, girl? And so if you don't have a team though, you want to review your personal performance. How have you been showing up every day? Because if you're a solopreneur and you're doing this by yourself, and maybe you're working a full-time job, you want to leave that job. You want to set yourself up for success. So what are the daily habits that you are doing within your business? Are they helping your business and performance and your growth, or are they hindering them? You need to be creating time blocks in your day. A lot of you guys are like, oh, time. Schedule your business and your day and plan and map it out. Review your performance, understand what areas you went short and what areas you need to fix and critique, and then implement that next month. And don't be afraid to test and make mistakes, because that's how you're going to learn. That's how you're going to grow. So to recap on these tasks for success: 1, follow up, follow up, follow up. Anyone who hasn't joined your program yet, that doesn't mean they won't join it later. So follow up with them until they block you and say, no, sis, or no, bro, I don't want your program. I don't want what you have to offer. So make sure to follow up. 2, review your current sales and set goals for the next month, along with view any financial statements, revenue and expenses. Where can you maybe make adjustments if you need to? If you have so many programs you need to consolidate to one system that can do everything. Go is the one. And then 3-month strategy and how to achieve them. How are you going to achieve these goals next month? Make sure to map that out, review your habits, celebrate your wins, and map out your schedule for content. I'm telling you, it's a game changer when you plan your content in advance. And if you guys want any specific content tips, we are going to be doing a Reels workshop next month. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really juicy. I'm telling you, when you level up in your Reel game, you're going to see a level up in your money game too. Okay. And then 6, review your performance or your team's performance. So I hope you all found this helpful. I'm going to share the lab now, but it's not going to live here. It's going to be reshared on our YouTube page. And if you missed our last workshop on how to generate your next 10K plus month, all online using Instagram, make sure to apply to catch that replay. It's only going to be actually up until tomorrow night at midnight. So if you haven't caught that, DM us, let us know. We'll share it with you after you apply. And if you have any questions, we're always here to help you level up and create that more financial freedom, flexibility, and just be able to work from anywhere and just do what you love. Do what you love without feeling overwhelmed and overworked. So until the next live, y'all, I will see you next time. Bye for now.